Jacob's in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Hi, Jacob. How are you?
Yeah, better than I deserve, Dave. How about you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Hey, so I just started following you guys, and me and my wife got married last year, and we sold our house and moved to a less busy area that was actually cheaper. And so we came into kind of a windfall of money through that. So after our down payment and everything, and we have our 6 months reserve, we have about $60,000 in the bank we were looking to do something with. And given my situation during college, I qualified for the full $20,000 relief package to the new Biden student loan forgiveness. And obviously that's in limbo right now. So my question is, I have about $36,000 left in student loan debt. Should we just pay it off right now, or should we wait to see what happens?
Okay. Well, the thing I have figured out is over the years that, well, I mean, we just need to preface this, Jacob, with I'm old, okay? And I have seen a lot of promises that were going to fix my life come from Washington, D.C. The number of them that have materialized is approaching zero. And so what I discovered a long time ago is that people that wait on the government to fix their lives generally have lives that suck.
Sure.
And so you know, have you noticed that this has been dragging out for like 2.5 years now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that it's now before the Supreme Court, which is what happened after it went to the circuit court, which is what happened after Biden went ahead and just did it, and it didn't work. And the timing was always suspect around the midterm elections and all of that. So I don't want to be Charlie Brown trying to kick the football with Biden Lucy holding it.
Okay.
If I'm you, I want to take control of my life. So for that reason, I'm going to pay it off if I'm you. There's another reason if I'm you, but you would have to decide this reason. But if I'm there, that I would pay it off, and it is that I actually borrowed the money. I owe it.
Sure.
There's that.
Okay.
That's a big that. That's not little.
Right.
That's a big one.
Yeah. I guess my thought process was, obviously the onus of the bills would be on the taxpayers, right? That money has to come from somewhere. I guess if I was already going to be paying higher taxes anyways, I might as well get the benefit.
Yeah, and the guy that welded your car together that didn't go to college gets to pay your student loan with his taxes.
And teachers who make pennies have to pay it in taxes. It goes to everybody, not just you.
Yeah. So I mean, it's that's the thing. So you again, you do whatever you want. We're not going to argue with you about that. But you did call here and ask, so you're always going to get, what we think, because that's the problem with this thing. It's what it's about. The show's about what we think. So, Jade, there's a percentage of idiots out there that are going to be really, really upset and say we were shaming poor Jacob. We're not shaming poor Jacob.
No.
At all. I'm just telling you what I think. I think there's an ethical consideration, and if you think ethics is a form of shaming, then you are what is known as a child.
Because where do you draw the line, Dave? Where do you draw the line? That's the question.
I mean, there are government programs that are in place that offer tax incentives. I take those. I don't pay any more in taxes than I need to. So is that unethical? No, that's in place. And I didn't promise to do something and then choose to let the government do it for me.
That's right.
I have not ever promised to do anything and then chose to let the government do it for me. But I've taken advantage of a lot of taxes, tax breaks of all kinds, anything that is on the books and is legal. I hate taxes. So, but that is not that there is a complete difference here, is that I did not sign up and says, I owe this.
Right.
Now you take care of it.
But, Dave, a lot of people on the other side of it, people will say, well, Dave, the student loan companies, they were predatory. They took advantage of me. They took advantage of me, an 18-year-old kid.
Absolutely,
talk to that.
They're absolute scum. They're absolute scum. And on that basis, if we're going to be righteous and holy and forgive student loan debt, we should, by God, quit making the student
Facts.
loans. How can you keep making the student loans? And that's in Tennessee, we call it talking out both sides of your head.
Yeah,
you know,
you can't solve a problem while simultaneously creating it. That's impossible.
Not without calling that intellectual dishonesty.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, which is what the definition of politics is. So there you go. But yeah, so I mean, Democrats, Republicans alike, that you guys up there, if you did anything on the Hill worth doing, it would be stop this program.
That's right.
Because you're destroying young lives with it.